Hi guys, my name is Megan and welcome to my final 2024 reading journal walkthrough. I just want to say this reading journal has been really fun this year, just because this turned out like enormous for this itty bitty journal. And just wanted to let you know I have 11 pages left. Like that's it, that's 11. I really didn't expect that to happen. So let's go ahead and dive in to my final walkthrough. So this is going to be October through December and all of my reading stats breakdowns. So let's go ahead and get started. October was a really fun reading month. I read one of my favorite books of several of my favorite books of the year. I loved this audiobook. It is You're Not Supposed to Die Tonight. But one of my favorite books of the year was The Scratch Daughters. It was so good and I would highly recommend the series. But yeah, October was a really good reading month, even though I only read a few books. And then November is probably one of my favorite spreads that I did. Like this green and beige color palette was really one of my favorites. But again, I read some of my favorite books, including Vespertine. And then, you know, started getting into a little bit of holiday reading. But yeah. The Dragon's Betrothed Volume 2 was another favorite of the year. And then into December. Yeah, I love this little cat. He's so cute. I did a reread of The Sunshine Court, so it got another page. Honestly, one of my favorite books that I've read all year, and yeah. If you've read The Foxhole Court, or if you haven't read All for the Game yet, please do. Just check trigger warnings before you dive in. There's a lot. But Sunshine Court, which is the 4th book in the series, was one of my favorites of like all time. And then in December, I read so many holiday novellas and short stories. So we get 3 on this one page. Couple more. And Ocean's Echo was one of my favorite books that I read all year. It was so good, and I would highly recommend reading Winter's Orbit and Ocean's Echo. They're both fantastic, and I mean, they're in the same series anyway. So December wrap up, my Christmas haul, but otherwise December was the month of Stuff Your Kindle events, so I got a lot of books. And then we are into my year-end wrap up. So I've been using Storygraph for like 2 years now, and I love it. I love that that it gives you a breakdown of like everything. This is just a little quick overview. Reading challenges that I participated in this year, which only did 2. So the Alphabet Challenge and the Tumblr Romance Challenge. Except reading stats. All of this information came from Storygraph, and like I said, they give you so many different breakdowns of how you're reading across your genres, how you're doing your reading goals, how long it takes you to finish a book, how many books by an author you've read, page numbers, moods, average star ratings. All of it's fantastic. Would highly recommend the Storygraph. It doesn't have as great of a like social platform, but it's definitely one to go to if you're looking for like all of your reading stats. And then of course, favorite reads through every month. There were so many, and of course Sunshine Court ended up on here twice, but like Iron and Gold, or Taste of Iron and Gold, Icebreaker, Danny Brown, That Time I Got Drunk and Needed a Love Potion or Werewolf. Some of my absolute favorite books of the year. And then the last one you guys are probably really interested in, even though I probably talked about it in a couple of other videos, my favorite book of the year was The Sunshine Court. And like, it's one of the best books that I've ever read. And book 2 has gotten a release date of 2/22. So I'm so excited for February to get here. But yeah, that is it for my 2024 reading journal. Like I said, I only ended up with like 11 extra pages. So yeah. If you guys are interested in more reading journal content, I do have a sneak peek at a color for my 2025 reading journal, which is going to be burgundy. So here's the little front image that I picked. So if you guys are interested in following along for my 2025 reading journal, don't forget to hit subscribe. If you guys like this video, don't forget the like button. If you haven't already but would like to, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. And if you'd like to follow me on social media for more bookish stuff, check out the links down below. Alrighty, bye guys!